Hi everyone, my name is Stefano Braghiroli. I'm Associate Professor of European Study at the Johan Schutte Institute of Political Studies and the Module Coordinator for the Master Program in International Relations and Regional Studies. And today I'm going to share with you a little bit about our program, about its strengths, about its focus, and about the type of students that we host. Now, who are we? The Master Program in International Relations and Regional Studies was established in 2014. It primarily focuses on international relations, but it also pays a lot of attention on the areas that somehow define the different prisms of international relations. I will tell you a bit more about that, about the area studies part in a few minutes. It has a very international faculty. We have teachers and lecturers for more than 10 countries, and it has a very rich study group in terms of diversity, background, and also disciplinary background. The idea is very much that the master program combines two sides of the international relations studies. On the one hand, we provide you with an in-depth understanding of international relations, how they work, the theoretical underpinning of it, but on the other hand, after we have looked at the mechanisms and the way in which international relations unpack and develop, then we're going to focus and make you a specialist in one of the areas of regional studies on which the master programs focuses. Now, just a little bit about where we are, what is the nest that hosts our master program. It's the Johan Schutte Institute of Political Studies. It was established in 2016, and it's in fact a hub of scholars, researchers, lecturers from all over Europe and all over the world that can really enrich your perspective, both in terms of teaching, but also by combining teaching and research. And the building that you see up there at the side of the slides is actually the home that hosts our institute and our master program. Now, what is the added value of our master program? Well, first of all, one point is about the excellence that our lecturers and our master program somehow is able to provide. Our master program, and in fact, political science and politics studies have University of Tartu ranked at the top 200 universities in the world, according to Times Higher Education. But even more, I would say that the Johan Schutte Institute of Political Studies and the Master Program in International Relations and Regional Studies is one of the best programs on the topic in the Baltic Sea region. So you will basically be exposed to excellence and you will have the chance basically to learn pretty much from the best. Now, in terms of expertise, where we want you to have the chance to focus and deepen your understanding and deepen your knowledge are four large areas of expertise. One has to do with the European Union, the other one has to do with European Union and Russia relations, the other one has to do with Eurasia, and the fourth one, which is very much connected to the local dimension where we are based in Tartu, is the Baltic Sea region module. What we believe also is that a master program, while preparing you to develop strong theoretical and conceptual understanding of international relations, should also provide you with a bridge that connects you with the real world of global politics. That's why we try to combine practice and theory in our master program. And for example, we engage with different types of field trips. I will tell you a bit more in a bit. But for example, to conflict zone or post-conflict zone, and in fact visits to international organization. In terms of career and in terms somehow what we bring on board is skills and learning that connects you very much to the real world of international decision making. Again, therefore shaping a career that can vary from ministries to international institutions, journalism, academia, and so on. Additionally, what I would say is very important to mention is that overall, one of the big added value of our master program is what I would call diversity. As I already mentioned before, diversity of background, but also diversity in terms of multinational group that we host in our classes. In our classes, we generally have around 30 students, and it's quite difficult to find students coming from the same countries. Very often we have in the same classroom 15 different nationalities. And as you might imagine, learning in a class which is multinational and so diverse is already a huge added value to your overall learning practice. What we also offer is an extensive network of cooperation with foreign universities. This allows you not only to have from time to time guest lectures that might come pretty much from all over the world and be exposed to different practices of teaching and of learning, but also the possibility of double degrees, for example, with Freie Universität Berlin in Germany. We have also a number of extracurricular activities which range from study trips to summer and winter schools, to being exposed and bringing to you the core of decision making. Pretty much every other week or every week at our institute we host ambassadors, we host members of the European Parliament, we host top scholars from Europe and the rest of the world. In a way, while studying, you will also be exposed to top research and pretty much the state of the art of policy making. We also offer the possibility to engage in an internship experience, and we will help you and support you in this endeavor, both when it comes, let's say, to internship offer and also somehow to guide you through the process. We also offer the possibility to study and practice different languages. In that respect, we will put you in touch and you will have the possibility to study different languages. Actually, the range is quite wide, offered by the University of Tartu College of Languages and Cultures. Now, a little bit more about what is inside the curriculum. Let's unpack a little bit our curriculum structure. Overall, the curriculum consists of 6 modules. We have a first methods module that allows you to develop the skills that help you developing, on the one hand, a good, well-grounded critical thinking, and on the other hand, the set of skills and methodologies that allow you to engage in high-level research. We also then have a core module for international relations, where you will basically be provided with the conceptual, theoretical, and practical foundations in order to understand, critically read, and unpack international relations in a consistent way. Then after that, you will have the chance to specialize into the area studies that you want to further explore. As I said, we offer 4 area studies. In a minute, I will tell you a bit more about that. But again, this choice will help you then to apply what you have learned more conceptually in the IR core module in the context of a specific area of regional studies. Then you have an elective module that allows you to choose from a wide variety of courses that we offer within the framework of the program at our institute. And here really the idea is that you can craft your path in a way that better shapes your future, both professionally and in scholarly terms. You also have a 6 CTS optional course module where you can basically and literally select any course that University of Tartu offers that can really allow you to grow far beyond, let's say, the scopes of international relations. Here again, you can take languages, but literally you can take any course that we offer at the University of Tartu. We also have an MA thesis module, which is actually the natural conclusion of the study program. This basically is about writing your MA thesis, which accounts for 30 ECTS. Now, a little bit more about the core module. The core module, as I said, is the context in which you will be exposed to the essence of international relations, the key principles, the legal aspects, and also the direct foreign and security policy implications. So as you see, it's about international relations, but at the same time is very much multidisciplinary. It consists of 5 courses, each of them of 6 ECTS, and very much covers the foundations and the strong and structural basis of international relations. Now, in terms of the regional modules, here again, let's unpack them a little bit more. We have the EU study module. The EU study module focuses primarily on the context of European integration, its institutions, its foreign policy, its becoming a geopolitical actor. Then we basically have a module on EU-Russia studies. Primarily it focuses on relation between the EU and Russia. Of course, we are well aware that nowadays those relations are very strained, but to some extent it even makes more sense nowadays to understand how the EU looks at Russia and how Russia looks at the EU in the context of, for example, the ongoing full-scale invasion of Ukraine. We also have another module on Russian and Eurasian studies. Here we look at the context of Eurasian integration and of what we generally call eastern neighborhood of the European Union. And as I said before, the last module, clearly last but not least, is the Baltic Sea region module. Here where we focused on is the region in which very much Estonia and Tartu are contained. Here the idea is to look at the changing dynamics of the Baltic Sea and of the region that somehow is contained and contains it. And very much the idea is to look at how this region has changed also in the light of the most recent geopolitical developments. Now, our people, just to give you a little bit of tasting of who are the lecturers that you would meet daily in our corridors and even more in our classrooms. Again, we have specialists that deal with critical geopolitics, biopolitics, European studies, which is primarily my area of competence, but also foreign and security policy, political economy. This also tells you that we have specialists that walk far beyond the context of political science. To some extent, political science is the core of our master program, but is not the only prism that we provide. Also, again, Europeanization, Baltic-Russian relations, and also what I want to stress is that many of the lectures that you see here mentioned by name are actually of international background, either did their studies in another country from Estonia or actually come from another country from Estonia. We have therefore a very diverse setting of lecturers from pretty much all over Europe and all over the world, and with a very diverse and strong background. Now, in terms of career perspective, let me unpack you a little bit what the master program offers you in terms of career perspective. Now, here I listed some of them. Obviously, the list is non-exclusive, but pretty much these are the most common destination of our graduates. Clearly, many of them seek the possibility to develop a career in international affairs, and as the good news for you, many of them succeed. This implies that many of our graduates work in state or international institutions, for example, EU level, but not only, embassies, for example, or other international organizations. Many of them found a way to apply international studies and understanding of international relations, for example, in the world of media. At the same time, we have a sizable group of graduates who work in think tanks relating, for example, to area study, area analysis, and again, pretty much think tanks that are in Europe, in North America, and beyond there. In terms of other career perspective, we have also a portion of our students who found good jobs in the third and private sector. And of course, we cannot exclude the fact that a quite relevant number of our students, after finishing the master studies, want to continue their studies in a direction of research and, for example, engage in doctoral studies. Now, I think and I hope that in these few minutes I managed to provide you with a good overview of what our master programs offer, what are the possibilities of your also professional development after that, and why it's a good reason to come and become part of our master program. Feel free to contact us, feel free to contact Program Director Eiki Berg or myself, and needless to say, check out our page. We very much look forward to welcoming you in our master program.